Alrighty, I just got out of the shower. I'm gonna do a video about, well, not only just this, but a whole list of things. I took a picture, hopefully it's gonna be a thumbnail. We'll see if I figured that out. I've seen a lot of videos about the clones of the Code Fortour, or however you say it. And a lot of them aren't very positive, I'll put it that way. And that's fair. This can be a very dangerous razor if you can't tell. It's not normal. You just pull the top off. It's a two-piece razor. And that's how you load the blade. You put the blade on top of here, and then you just kind of snap it in place. Hence why it's dangerous. It can be. If you do it wrong, you absolutely can fuck yourself up. But I have yet to do so, and I'll show you how I unload it at the end of the video. But we got our brush here, been soaking while I was in the shower. I pressed some Arco into my Perosso mug, so I already have that loaded up. I just got out of the shower not long ago. The main reason that I want to do this video is because Christmas time, everybody's buying gifts and whatnot. Me included. I bought some friends some gifts, and I'm trying to make sure that they don't cut their face all up trying to use it. So I just grabbed all the lather that I grabbed out of that. I still have a ton on my brush here. In fact, I'm going to put most of that back on there. I'm going to use some of this along with a little bit of water from my bowl and use it as like a, not necessarily a pre-shave because this is the soap I'm using, but I guess it's a pre-shave because I'm doing it before I shave. But now typically, if I'm in a hurry, this is what I'll do. But normally I like to bowl lather lately, just so I can control the water better. But for this, we're just gonna do it as most do on the face. Alright.
That's crazy that I just got this.
I've got everything from, I don't know if I even mentioned this yet. I made a list. Not making any money from it, I don't want to. I'm just trying to get people to have a nice clean shave. It's currently set up as like a, I guess technically a gift list. I have everything on there. I don't want any of it. I only made that to have a list to recommend to people. And this is everything there's on that list, minus the brush. This is Perosso's boar hair brush, just because it hasn't come in yet from Amazon. So this is a lot stiffer of a brush than the one that's on that list. I think it's a synthetic, which is fine. That's a good thing. It's actually what I prefer. But this has a lot more backbone to it than the synthetics do. It takes a lot more force to splay it on your face. And that's just because this is boar. But this isn't on the list, but I find it easier than dipping the tips into water. But if you're just starting out and you don't know whether or not you're gonna like wet shaving, I would not get that just yet. There's not really a reason. But if you find out you do prefer to shave this way over like the traditional way nowadays, I would definitely get you a fancy little mister like that because it helps a lot with building this lather up right. Now I got a nice solid lather built with my Arco. We can set this down, wash the soap off our hands. Should have cleared my lips first, but we don't think about that. I ordered more Perma-Sharps, but at the moment, this is my last one. But that's okay, they're very cheap. They're, at least currently, the one I have listed in the list is $10 for 100. So that's 10 cents a pop, in case you can't do quick math. But to load it onto the Vapor, you just kind of set it on top of here. Make sure these posts on the ends here are lined up at the end of the blade here. And one thing I've noticed about this clone, if you don't set the top cap on the right way, or if you take the razor completely apart and this center part here doesn't go on right, it's gonna be misaligned, which will give you a horrible, horrible shave. So you always want to check that blade alignment, make sure the gap is the same on both sides. And right now it is, it's doing great, it looks great. I'm gonna set it to about a 3.5. And I'm gonna warm it up underneath the warm water, so I don't have a cold razor against my face. It's been sitting for a minute actually. I'm gonna give that a little more water, just because this soap is very thirsty stuff. Most shaving soaps nowadays are. Alrighty, now keep that nice and warmed up, and just set it straight up and down, tilt until you either feel it bite or it's like at a 30-degree angle, preferably until you feel it picking at the hairs, and then you're good to shave. Like that. And once it's loaded up on both sides, you're going to rinse it off. As you can see, you can get through a lot more than you could with a cartridge razor with this guy.
Yeah, I didn't even get a pour out of that. Okay. Oh no, this is my friend. Really? Oh. He has a bunch of stuff if anybody wants it. I was literally here initially to revive people. I don't even really have anything on me. Got that guy right at the body, my friend. Nah, this guy, he was actually the first one. He wanted to fight the Bastion. Yeah, I ran.
Alrighty. That was when, if you've got real sensitive skin, and and you're happy with how it feels, call it. Now it's when you put on your Elm and your Thayers and all that, and all your aftershaves. But if you can, don't be chasing afterward, because it's not worth it. If you're only doing it to have a smooth face and strictly to have a smooth face, it's not worth it. You're gonna end up with all kinds of irritation and all kinds of fucked up shit on your head. But if you're trying to
You have enough time to call another one if you hurry.
shave multiple times to get closer, and you don't go against the grain, and you don't do anything that you personally will cause you irritation, you should be all good. That's the thing about this, is a lot, whenever it comes to like traditional wet shaving, there are tips and tricks to help you, but a lot of this is just personal experience. What you like the best. Alright, now for this pass, for me, I'm going to be going against the grain. I like to go with and then against. If you want to have a very clean shave, a very close shave, the best thing you can do is map out your face and go with, across, against, if you're trying to get the smoothest possible shave. I can't do 3 passes. That will fuck me up, I know for a fact. As you've seen, I got irritation just from doing the 2 passes. And for a long time, I didn't even do this, because this would mess me up. But the more you do it, the less the irritation is going to come back. I do have irritation all around here. That's because I was trying to do a 3 pass before. I wanted to see if maybe I could do it. I still can't do it, so. The good news is I didn't have to shave for like 2 days after that, because I had such a close shave. Sorry if you're not new to wet shaving. This is for like those people who are trying to get into it. But another tip, should have said at the beginning of this video, I might even put this there. Do not put almost any pressure. You just want it touching your skin. You don't want it to even, you want to barely feel this on your face.
Hello, good sir. Can we be friends?
Oh.
I am a humble medic. If you are over here.
That's another thing a lot of people can't do.
There's still a...
If you personally can't go against your lip, that's fine. It's nothing crazy. You couldn't even see the hairs that were on there for me, but I just like having a nice smooth face, man. Alright. I'm going to wash my face off and I'll show you how to use the alum in that if you don't know how to use it. If you're just here to figure out whether or not you want to try out that Vanderhagen adjustable, the Vanderhagen clone of the Fatour, I'd give it a shot. It's only 20 bucks. It's definitely worth it for that, in my opinion. Now, this isn't 100% on the razor. Again, this is mostly because I have a very sensitive neck, and if I try and get all the hair down there, all this hair here that you can't see at all, but if you rub this way, you can feel it. I will break out. But that's, like I said, a billion times. That's fine. You can't see it almost at all, if at all. I like it. Nice, clean, smooth shave. So we got all the soap and whatnot rinsed off your face. Still have it in the bowl and whatnot, but we'll clean that up here after a second. Just trying to make sure everything's all set. I would do another splash with cold water. Again, if you have issues with irritation like this, I try not to do anything that would cause it, but I'm trying everything nowadays. This is the best way I've found so far. I have no extra irritation whenever I do it this way. I splash a little cold water on, right? We grab our alum block, pull it out of its case, we wet that as well. Make sure our face is extra wet. And just start rubbing that on there. Make sure your face is nice and sanitized and tightened and all that good stuff that this does. I would leave that for just a few minutes. Try not to get it in your mouth, it tastes awful. Leave it for roughly 30 seconds, including applying it. At least personally, that's what I do. And then I grab my Thayers or any kind of witch hazel skin toner. Grab just a little bit, just enough in the hand to make it shine. And we just rub that in. Put that everywhere, personally. Right. And now you grab good old skin bracer. Now this has a giant hole on it, so you definitely want to cover that guy up. And same thing, just a little bit in the palm. Rub that guy in. Nice tightening, cooling sensation. I love skin braces. This stuff feels great. Alrighty. Now, if it's getting a lot drier out like it is right now for me, it's getting to be winter time, I would stop here in the summer. Nivea for winter time. Add a little bit of extra hydration, or if you're a daily Arko user like me, I love Arko, but it's a very drying soap. So you definitely want to put some sort of balm on after that, just to help rehydrate your skin a little better. Now, like I said before, TLDR, this guy, I love it. Nice, cheap razor. I don't own the Fatour, so I can't say it's as good or better or worse than a Fatour. But this is how I unload it, okay? We go, I already did, but you just take it, say it's already on there, you just push that top off, right? And like that, say it landed like that, but the blade did not pop out. You take it, flip it upside down, and just give it a nice little tap with the corner. It'll knock that blade right out. You never even have to touch it. There you go. That's how you safely unload a Makara Fedora. Or Future, or however you want to say it. But, yeah. That's all I got. Nice clean shave. Perfect. Catch you guys next time.